do this.
You don't really have me.
RadioOnFire.com. Yours truly, Diamond K, in here with the very lovely
Mrs. Sweet Tea.
Oh, I should have said that since you were, doing your thing. Radio on Fire Studios here in Baltimore, Maryland. If we can get serious for a moment, the murder rate here is at an all-time high, which prompted a lot of concerned citizens to have the Baltimore ceasefire movement, which I think is amazing. It's an amazing effort, much needed. The ladies have come through several shows here and spoke about it. It was something that was trending on Facebook and something that was trending on Twitter. And that is hard to do, to overtake the algorithm for that. So I definitely want to commend them there. So I guess, when did you first hear about the ceasefire?
I think Friday.
Hey, you late.
Why I'm late?
I don't know. Maybe you was because you was bungee jumping and shit. I don't know. So how did you hear about the ceasefire?
I saw it on social media.
And what did you think about it?
I thought it's a shame that you have to ask these knucklehead niggas to stop shooting each other for 72 hours? Yeah. We gotta ask you to do us this favor. We begging you to do us this favor. It's just crazy. It's so childish.
I mean, it's cities across the country that are faced with this challenge. It's not just Baltimore.
But Baltimore is on the top of the list.
Yeah, and I think that this is a mindset. This is a mindset. It's conflict resolution.
But they didn't listen.
I think that the ceasefire is a successful movement.
Oh, because what?
Because we had a Friday that nothing happened.
Because they was plotting and agending. Go ahead.
And so we did have a murder, but we brought so much awareness to this.
We had one murder over the weekend.
Yeah.
And they asked for you not to do it at all. So this nigga couldn't wait till Monday. It's terrible.
Yeah.
And next week gonna be off the chain because all the people that they couldn't kill, they gonna do it on the weekend or throughout the week.
Maybe not though. Maybe because a lot of times, have you ever getting ready to do something?
What you think they're gonna forget?
But this is the thing. You have an impulse. You've ever done something or getting ready to do something, you didn't do it. And then later on, it's like, it's not even a big deal. You know what I mean? That could happen.
Yeah, when I go buy wigs.
That could happen. I'm just saying that bringing light to this, we have to spark these conversations. We have to have these conversations in order for change to come.
And I believe you, and I understand that, but it's just a shame that we have to give these niggas, what I call it, gun guidance.
Well, I think that a big part of that is...
It's sad.
Yeah, it is. But I think that a big part of it comes from not having proper father figures, searching for different stuff. Niggas end up in the streets, street life, and etc.
But they don't even fight anymore.
That's true.
It's like anything that happens, like back in the day when we were out there like that, going to parties, hanging out, you had beat somebody, you fought.
Right.
If you got beat up, you got beat the fuck up. Next week, beat you at Hammer Jacks, we're going to do it all over again. Maybe this time I win. But now it's just like, I get beat up, I'm going to the trunk, and I'm popping, and I'm getting my shit, and I'm coming back, and I'm blasting. Like, it's terrible. If you get beat up, you get beat the fuck up.
Yeah.
Your mother beat you.
Yeah. Well,
you ain't kill her. Take that ass whooping.
Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah, I hear you. But
I mean, I just think it's deeper than that. I think it's
because they don't have fathers. That's not an excuse for you to go out and kill people.
No, I'm not saying that it's an excuse. I'm definitely not saying that it's an excuse. I just think that there are various reasons. And then a lot of times if you're in the street life,
you choose to be in the street life.
Yeah.
That's a choice you make. You choose to join a gang.
Yeah.
These are all life decisions that grown adults make, or these children decide to do because they see other people doing it. It looks like a glam life or whatever. These are decisions that people make.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. It is.
And it's sad because you're losing a child to the prison system and you're losing a child to the earth. You got to go bury your child because of dumb shit. The people are, it's dumb. It's so dumb, the reasons why these kids are dying.
Yeah, that's true. I agree. So I want to get somebody on the line that is out here pushing the Baltimore ceasefire agenda. Let me see if we can get on the line.
Killing these people.
Yeah, because I've been seeing a lot of the signs and.
Hi, Belle speaking.
How are you doing? You know what this is? This is Diamond K. Sweet Tea is on the line, and we want to talk to you about the ceasefire movement.
Hi, Diamond. I don't have a voice, as you can tell.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm ready. Go for it. What you need to know?
So what have you been? I guess like introduce yourself and tell us what you've been doing to help push this ceasefire movement.
I am Val Jenkins, and I started the organization Hug Don't Shoot.
Hug
I've been
don't.
pushing
I'm about
this.
to translate for you.
I started
Hug
when
don't shoot.
he wonder. Hug Don't Shoot.
Okay.
He wanted to put the post out, and I instantly saw the vision. I've been too busy because I work 3 jobs to attend the meetings, but I post and shared every single meeting with my Facebook family. While I was in Cancun on vacation, it just hit me. Let's do Hug Don't Shoot. I got the organization together. We met up yesterday. I had 85 T-shirts. It was no profit made off of none of the T-shirts. And I only have like 6 left. We hit the streets from Drill Park. We walked to Madonna Mall. We walked all the way down Pennsylvania Avenue. And all we done was gave out free hugs. I didn't ask not one person for a penny. So you could change the world without money.
So that's interesting. So you say y'all been walking around and just walking up to complete strangers and just interacting with them.
Yep, we gave every single person we walked past a hug.
I guess it's kind of hard to turn down a hug when somebody's trying to hug you. Just kind of like, you know what I mean? Just okay, that's good.
Oh no, let me tell you, and I'm just throwing these numbers out. If we hug 1,000 people, if we approached 1,000 people yesterday, at least 10 people said no, thank you.
Really? That's interesting.
Yes, people did turn us away, but I am that person that no means go to me. So if you tell me no, I'm gonna get 10 more hugs from somebody else. We stopped the bus. We got on the bus. We hugged the bus driver. The bus driver asked on one bus. The bus driver actually asked us to go and hug everybody on the bus.
That's
People were actually getting off of the bus, giving us hugs.
What bus was this?
We stopped every police officer that we walked past or rode past us. We stopped them. We gave them hugs. I actually had one police officer who told my people, no, my wife don't want me to hug nobody. Unfortunately, I knew that police officer. And he didn't see me before he told them people no. But you better believe I pulled them up and I called them out on it. I'm quite sure he's sitting somewhere right now wanting a hug after I got finished with him.
Tacky.
What? You said it was tacky. So that's very that's a very creative way to spread love. There's been negative and positive comments about the whole idea of a ceasefire. What were your thoughts on the ceasefire as far as the need for a ceasefire?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear that last comment. The question.
No, I'm saying, I guess I want you to speak a little bit about the fact that we even need to have a ceasefire.
It speaks a lot of volume in a negative way about our city. And for the people who say, oh, we didn't have this when we was growing up. We did have this when we grew up. I was born and raised in the Park Heights neighborhood. I've seen people get shot. I've seen bullets going across my face. But you know what? The wild thing was I was born and raised in that neighborhood, in that society. And as a child, I thought it was okay. I literally thought it was okay to sell drugs and see this violence happen. It wasn't as bad as it is today, but it was there. So as a grown-up, my whole adult life, I lived in a county. I'm not saying there's no violence in the county, but it's a big difference than it is in the city. Mm-hmm. So not only did I move in the county, I started changing my circle where I hung out with a lot of people who was receiving social service and didn't want to do better. I hung out with a lot of drug addicts, and not drug addicts, but drug dealers. I had drug addicts in my family. I'm not saying I don't know those people, but I changed my ways and I changed my life. I try my best to hang out with only positive people. So I personally sent inboxes and text messages and emails to all the pastors, DJs, promoters in the city. And I know a lot of them. The messed up part about this situation, only 2 pastors responded to me. And if you got Facebook inbox, they saw it. The only 2 pastors who responded and helped me with this movement was Chris Brown and Jamal Bryant. The only one.
Hold on, what? Who was the last name you said?
Jamal Bryant. That's
Jamal Harrison Bryant. You heard what I said.
That's right.
And he helped me before he even knew about the big movement.
That's right.
He helped me from day one.
How many
promoters and DJs helped you out?
Rondell Street, who does the Park Heights reunion, he was with me from day one. DJs, as much as I love these DJs that I personally know, no response. Promoters, no response.
Sad.
Other than them 2 pastors, no response. They never even said I was busy, I'm out of town, I'm not interested. They said absolutely nothing.
Well, maybe it was the approach. How many girls did you tell Jamal Bryant were involved to get him motivated?
Don't answer that question.
What you're not going to do on this radio station is talk down to somebody I call a friend.
I didn't talk down to him. He's a
don't answer that question. Ignore him.
Very I talk about him another day.
Diamond know better. Diamond know not to come at me with a Jamal Bryant situation. He know not to do that.
In the church, where do you sit at in the church? You sit near the front or
don't answer that question.
Like the middle or closer to the back?
Diamond, if you want this to be a successful conversation on your radio station, you would not go there.
Well, I mean,
because you don't want me to put you on blast.
I have control of the end button, so the conversation will always go well. But I guess let's get back.
It doesn't matter, but don't do that. Don't do that. Don't put me in that situation.
Why people take such offense to critique
We're
of Jamal Bryant?
We're talking about ceasefire. We're not talking about Jamal Bryant at this time.
This is a ceasefire, don't shoot conversation.
All right.
This is not
so Monday, I'll be back on Jamal Bryant when the ceasefire is over. But fair enough. So, but I think that even with the, do you think that the ceasefire is successful even though we have had a death?
The ceasefire is very successful even though we had 2 deaths. So real quick, and I'm missing my walk right now. The movement is going on right now. Real quick, I was on a very, very bad corner of Baltimore. I literally seen guys on that corner selling drugs, did not care the hug squad was there. I walked to the one guy who I saw and realized he was in charge. I know him. I mean, I don't know him. I know the deal. I'm from that life, or I used to be from that life. I walked up to him and said, "Can I have a hug?" Yes, he gave me a hug, but he continued on selling his pills. And I told him, I said, "Do me a favor." I don't know, sir. I said, "Do me a favor. Respect us as we here to respect you. I'm not telling you not to do what you got to do, because that's not what I'm here for. I'm not here for you to stop selling drugs. I'm here for you not to be shooting nobody." And he looked at me real crazy. And the funny thing about him out there in the open air selling drugs, it was 2 police cars right across the street. Literally right across the street on a I'm saying I could say a 50-foot walk. 2 police officers were sitting right there while he's selling those drugs. And I looked at him and said, "That's all I asked from you." He said, "Fine." He got up and he took his whole squad of drug addicts and drug dealers, and they walked to the next block. So as far as ceasefire, and that, my job is done. It's not done, but it was done for that moment. I saw one guy rolling a blunt on that same corner. And I walked up to him and said, "You are too handsome to be doing this." He gave me, weed is not illegal. "Sir, don't go there with me. Please don't go there with me." So he nicely was like, "Well, ma'am, I got a college degree." And I said, "I guarantee you, your mother is somewhere that she right there ashamed and embarrassed of you right now." He looked at me like, "Oh, well," and kept on rolling his blunt. 5 or 10 minutes later, I saw this same guy get up and walk away with his head down. And I said, "Thank you, sir." He ignored me. I kept on saying, "Thank you, sir." He kept ignoring me. I said, "Thank you, handsome." He turned around with a smile and gave us peace sign and walked away. So to answer the question, is ceasefire successful? Yes. It changed 2 people's minds as far as the drugs. It might not have changed their mind for the year or the month, but it changed their mind for the moment. And that's what I'm here for.
Well, very, very good. I guess, real quick, plug your organization and what are you doing? You said you're doing a walk right now?
I'm at City Hall. I guess it's the water company, and I probably missed them messing around with you. They doing a walk, a vigil walk, and I'm here to assist them. I will be here until this is over. Tonight at 6:30, we'll be at March East for the last prayer.
Can you repeat the last, where you guys going to be?
At March East.
March
at 6:30.
6:30.
East on North Avenue.
On
East North Avenue.
Okay.
At
East.
6:30.
Okay. March East.
Okay. And your organization again?
Hug, don't shoot.
Hug, don't shoot. Okay. Well, that's very nice.
And they say these police officers are so, you can come up to them and
yeah,
they're
that's
so
what they
consoling, and here you deny a hug.
Well, yeah, that's a bit weird. But definitely, thank you for all. Go ahead.
Let's say this real quick about that police officer. Someone took a picture of him and I talking, and they put it on Facebook. I sent that picture to him. He asked me, "Can I take it down?"
No.
I said, "I'm not taking it down." He said, "Well, I don't want people to know my job title." I said, "Sir, you should have thought about that when you became a police officer."
Thank you.
That picture's pinned up there.
Okay.
Keep it up
So
there.
on that note, gotta go.
Yes.
Thank y'all so much. Support Hug, Don't Shoot. Support Ceasefire. And I'll see y'all later on. Diamond, I will be back on your show to talk about my personal business that I put on the side for 3 weeks to do this. And that's the Val Thrive.
The Thrive
kept me alive.
The patches, right? Okay. Well, I'm looking,
all right, thank you.
I'm looking forward to that. All right, see you in church. Yeah. So.
I mean, it was 2 shootings. So I really think that it did work. I mean, 2 shootings.
Well, I think it's more so
good.
about starting a conversation, sparking it up, and maybe next time it'll just be one
Maybe
or none,
niggas
or
will not do it at all. Like,
yeah.
But obviously, even though she didn't have the help that she wanted to, the message didn't get out there because it was only 2 shootings.
Well, that's why she doesn't have a voice, because she talks too damn much. But
how do you know this lady?
But, you know, I mean,
a co-worker
it's just nothing. Okay, I mean, I can get on Jamal Bryant. All right, fine. Just I'll leave it alone.
We'll save him for next week.
But next week.
At least he helped her though, and he didn't.
Yeah. No,
do
definitely. All jokes aside, though, at least he did. Yeah.
On anything, he helped her, so that's a good thing.
Yeah, I guess it is. And so, I mean, I understand that some police officers don't want their face out there like that, though.
Some police officers, they're not approachable.
Yeah.
Well, they're just not. They look mad. Like,
everybody is not outgoing. Some people are introverts and don't
then
want.
You don't need to be a police officer.
But you don't want a police officer that's. I don't think that you can. You have to be, in order to be a good police officer, you have to be somebody who wants to be out there. You could just be somebody who wants to be. What's approachable?
Be approachable. If I'm in dire need of help, I should be able to approach
but she wasn't
you.
In dire need.
But you looking like some of these people just take it as a damn job.
Yeah, some people.
And they pay the test.
And
they want the money and the check. As
they should.
Breakfast in bed, yes, please.
What is it at? What just happened? Okay, so we need to take a quick break, and then I want to come back. I want to talk, get your thoughts on tomorrow. The lawyer is going to be filing charges, 3 new cases against Usher, and so 2 ladies, 1 man.
Usher fucked the man?
Filing charges. The lawyer will be filing charges tomorrow, and they're having a press conference afterwards. So it is a guy.
What is the guy saying?
The guy, the girl, no, 2 women, 2 women and a guy are all saying that they had sexual contact with Usher, and resulting in him giving them herpes after he did not disclose his herpetic status.
Hurry up. We got to
talk about
this.
Status. I just made that word up. Herpetic status. You know that.
Hurry
slick.
Hurry up. I have a lot to say.
So we're gonna take a quick break. We're gonna come back. We're gonna talk about Usher
and his herpes.
Three's Company. Two girls and a guy.
2 girls and a guy sharing a pie.